lot because he's usually one of the first round ones that we see.
Yeah, Dark Pit got some nice buffs in 4.0.
Oh yeah, do you know what changed?
I forget. I think their down smash does more. I think their down tilt, down air does more knockback.
Oh, so the aerials are just like quicker in general, basically.
Aerials are quicker. Just need to study
so
more on the
Pit.
notes.
And they did sit in the wrong places, so right away, not the greatest players, I think, you know? Oh wait, okay? Yeah, now we're right.
Yeah, we've seen Hibiscus playing Pit. Now we see the GraveRevenge playing Dark Pit.
Yeah, and then we got RNG playing Sonic just because he loves Sonic. I'm pretty sure that's like the main reason.
Yeah,
big like Sonic game fan.
Yeah, sticking with what he loves the most. Yeah, I'll bet he played him in 4.
I think that, and he also played Game & Watch, which is where RNG comes from, because like the hammer and stuff. But it looks like GraveRevenge doing a pretty good job of just getting aerials in and then kind of getting out of there.
Ooh, and I don't know if that was the plan right there. And GraveRevenge only at 33% damage right now. So Planarian has a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, GraveRevenge is doing a really good job of getting in and getting out really quick. And not staying in the same position. Sonic is really good at, like his homing missile and stuff. Is that a homing attack, I guess is what it's called.
Which unfortunately can no longer be canceled in this game.
Yeah, but as long as GraveRevenge is jumping a lot and just staying mobile, I think it's going to be really hard for Planarian Hugger to get in.
And that mobility out of...
Those up airs, yeah.
Out of Grave is really giving Planarian a hard time.
Yeah, and honestly, like as oh jeez,
another unfortunate SD.
Accidentally up being off stage, yeah. As a general rule, in pretty much all Smash games, the player below the other player has an advantage. Most characters have a hard time getting down. Most characters want to juggle you by being under you. I think that's well, not extra true, but very true in this set right now with Sonic. Even his down air seems to get beat out by the up air from Dark Pit. So it's really hard to get back down. Finally able to do so with a homing attack, but ooh, nice side B.
Answers that with the electroshock arm. And you thought Pikachu and Pichu did the electroshock therapy. Do you see the Dark Pit has his own?
Oh, nice. The rear back from the forward smash actually pulled Sonic's hurt box back, making GraveRevenge miss. I forget what he threw out, but basically Planarian Hugger just getting around that with some really tight spacing. Still going to be a pretty big comeback to make, but with Rage and maybe a Gimp or two, it's possible.
Right now, Grave has not been having a good time getting a hit. Well, now he's got a hit off of Plan.
And he's up top.
That's it. He just needed one good hit, and he got it. And game 1 is going to GraveRevenge.
Yeah, and that looks pretty convincing for GraveRevenge. Did a really good job in his advantageous states. Kept Planarian Hugger in the air when he needed to. Got a lot of damage when he opened him up. And then even his neutral just seemed pretty dominant. Planarian Hugger did have, I think, 2 SDs. So without those 2, it definitely would have been closer.
Definitely would have been. Yeah, the 2.
Oh, what a legend, dude.
Man, the SDs really can hurt in this game.
Oh yeah, when you only have 3 stocks, it's ridiculous. Well, it's also, so I said this last time, and Anthony corrected me on stream because in Tekken you can kill yourself, but basically in almost every other fighting game, there's no like SD option. Like you can mess up an input to not get the max punish, or like you miss a block or something, but there's no like lose all your health button. Where in all the Smash games, you can just die at any point. Like there's no health meter, there's no like. And it's even like worth more because there is no health meter. People often talk about stocks as a box that you can just keep fitting stuff into. Your box could be full at 200%, it could be full at 100% whenever you die. So losing one of those kind of unlimited potential boxes just to your own, like, I accidentally pressed A instead of B, is so rough. And yeah, it just makes Smash such a execution test of a game, if you're not playing well, even if you have the best ideas, you know what you're doing, if you're not like executing and actually using your inputs correctly, then you're just gonna lose.
Yeah, it's like when you, especially the direction of the stick you have, because if you want to go side, instead go up or down to the side.
With moves with like angles and stuff, like Firefox and stuff, yeah, I mean, the joystick direction is a huge, even for like DI and stuff, you know? Like Ken and Ryu's Shoryukens are both like, you're supposed to do like basically opposite DIs between the two. So like even just mistaking one of those, or you know, thinking you're gonna get thrown by by forward throw instead of up throw or something. Tons of variabilities.
Ooh, and I don't know if he should have gone for the spring jump earlier.
Yeah, Sonic definitely not known for his great recovery. And GraveRevenge doing a pretty good job of edge guarding. I think what he should be trying to shoot for, Planarian hugger that is what I see Katakiri go for a lot, which is the up B into instant air dodge, basically, to try to just get to that ledge as fast as possible.
Just like Snake's recovery, just like Ness's recovery when he doesn't use PK Thunder.
Yeah, honestly, like air dodging in this game, you really have to use it for recovery, because like a lot of the characters, that's their only mix-up they have. Like Chrom, for example. Oh, that down air could have been
not gonna be enough,
ridiculous.
but that will.
Yeah, not doing the up B actually a little bit too early, so he wasn't able to sweet spot the edge there. Yeah, you just gotta be really careful. You can't be too anxious to get back to stage, because then you're just gonna put yourself in a laggy, unsafe position because you up B too early.
And excellent work, taking a risk of getting hit with a force smash and stopping him. So now, Grave at a 111, but he has Planarian right where he wants him.
Oh yeah, I mean, if Grave loses the stock, I don't think he's in too much distress.
But I think he just wants to put as much damage as possible before he loses that stock. And
there's a side B, but
a lot of end lag. But you know what? He had all of his jumps. Was able to recover.
Dark Pit is a character that has an amazing recovery. Like
same with Pit.
Yeah, both the Pits super good. I mean, having multiple jumps and like a really good up B is pretty crazy. There's the air dodge from Planarian Hugger. Still being, I would say, a little bit too high up. You really just want to like barely be able to get to stage, which is it's really scary to do because you're getting so close to the bottom blast zone. But if you don't do that, then you're not recovering well enough. Like you're recovering in a way that isn't safe, and so you're gonna die anyway once you recover.
And you just see after Grave grabbed Planarian, he was just pummeling him over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like Dark Pit's torturing the poor hedgehog.
Yeah, once they're at high percent, when you get that grab, I mean, you really can just, especially if, and you can kind of see if they're mashing or not, you know, when you're sitting right next to them. If they're not mashing, you can get a lot of pummels off. I don't know the exact number for this game. I know in Melee, it's around 1 pummel for every 40%. It's kind of like the normal. If they're mashing at a decent amount, but not like super good at mashing, every 40% you can add in 1 more pummel. I think Ultimate's a little bit more lenient, so you can actually add even more pummels. The exact number, yeah, I'm not super sure on, but definitely the higher percent, the more percent you get off of every grab because of the pummels. And I know player 2. I am not super sure about the Red Baron.
The Red Baron? I haven't seen him yet.
The Red Baron 2012. And I am, you know, a lot of people are against years in Smash tags.